Mm-hmm. Alright, are we live? Yes, we are. Okay. Big yawns from me. Hmm. Alrighty. Ugh. Get a bit comfortable. 3-minute ad break is starting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What else could we actually build out here? I guess we'll complete this pipeline, huh? Before we totally forget about it. There we go. Phew. It was the autosave. It's always at like the most awkward time too that it does the autosave. Hey, Shock. Hello. Look at that. four for first and then 75 check-ins. Oh my god. The first is very competitive. But how have you been, man? Indeed. City Skylines 2 community is very competitive. Just watch the rooftop. Huh, what's that? Roof man. Oh my god. Hang on. You're making me Google this. I gotta figure it out. Roof man. It's a true story. Oh, is this that guy who was like living in the roof of like a Toys R Us or something like that? based on actual events and terrible decisions. Hey, Moya? Oh no, ads. Yeah. Okay, I think I've seen that story like make the rounds online. It was like somebody living in, it was like on the roof in the sign, and they had wired electricity and had all kinds, like all the appliances in there as well. It's got Channing Tatum, huh? Oh, and Kirsten Dunst. Jeff finds a hideout inside a Toys R Us, surviving undetected for months. Wow, okay. That actually looks good. Hey, Moya? Yeah, hope you've been well. You survived the holiday. Gonna post the cat in Discord. Oh, kitty cat. You know, I've always been like kind of tempted to do that shop. Like, I always wondered, like, what would happen if I just stayed in like an IKEA, or like maybe it'd be more realistic in like a shopping center, because there's like, there's a kitty. Oh. They look very comfy. Oh. Either falling asleep or they've been rudely woken up, huh? Somebody has disturbed their slumber. Oh, very cute. Moments after he tweaked and ran away. I think isn't that what is it? All orange cats have one brain cell that they all share. Do you think that's true, Moya? Do you believe them? Yes. I think I would have a cat if I wasn't allergic to them. They're very cute and easy for comparatively for maintenance. Do you have to take a cat for a walk? Is that a thing? My mums and dads, the neighbors, both have an orange cat. Ooh. Getting up to all kinds of shenanigans, huh? I'm gonna have that position there as like a holding drum. So I feel like it's always the orange cats that get into a lot of trouble, i.e. doing something they're not meant to. One of them is female. You've patted her before. Ah! They trust you. They trust you. Well, I mean, Moya, I must say, I was having lunch once at my old job, and an orange cat came out from somebody's house and started like, because I was sitting on a bench in like this little park next to some houses, and this orange cat came up and was like acting very nice and purring and like rubbing its head against my leg. I think it wanted my chicken sandwich, though. I think that's the reason. It was being so friendly. You love cats? Yeah, I do too. Although I can't, like... Even if I'm in a room where a cat has been, the like cat fur makes my eyes get really itchy and start watering and all of that sort of stuff, which is very unfortunate. Cats and penguins. Penguins. Wait, why did that go blue? I'm having a bit of a senior moment here. Copy. Paste. Paste. Okay. You've got 5 cats. Oh my god. Five? That'd be very expensive to maintain, right? There's 5 mouths to feed. And a deadly hiccup today. Oh my god. Moya's dealing with everything. Let's transform here. Okay. But like deadly as in one massive hiccup, or deadly as in it lasted like several hours? Got bad. Oh, oh, oh no! What happened? What happened, Moya? You didn't like slip a disc? Hopefully not. Only for that hiccup, the rest is normal. Okay, strange. I wonder what it was. Maybe, hang on, if you, like... Maybe you, like, the muscle, like, contracted on your back and did something weird, like cramped, maybe? No, but if it cramped, then it would be sore for, like, the next hiccup. Maybe we file that under the, unexplained medical things, where it's only happened once, so we don't have to worry about it. We worry about it when it happens again. So I'm afraid I'm getting to that point as well. If it hurts once, it's fine. If it hurts twice, then it might be a problem. It's immediately on the phone to the doctor's office, like, oh, can we schedule a checkup, please? Laying on a couch. So is it the posture? Is it the posture? I actually, I was lying on the bed today before the stream started, and I've like freshly changed the sheets, and I like just had a shower, so it was like nice and fresh, and I laid down on the bed and I was like, maybe I can rest my eyes for just a minute. But every time you do that, no. Every time I do that, at least I end up falling asleep for like another hour or two, waking up forgetting who I am and where I am and what I am. It's completely discombobulated. There we go. Hey, trash can! Fucking choo-choo man, eh? The man himself. Still working on the same industrial area as we have been for the last like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, little while. But we'll slowly get there. We'll slowly get there and finish it up, and then we can keep detailing this. Help integrate it even more into this curved road section. Been working on the same assets. We're both making stellar progress. True. You know, it's our attention to detail that's making us take so long. And you know what? That just means we have a much higher quality product on our hands. So there we go. If anybody questions and says, why is it taking so long? You cannot rush art. So exactly. We are number one. Everybody else, number two. Yes. Making sure my charger block isn't covered so it doesn't melt. Ooh. Yeah, I always worry. It's like, it's at the back of my mind, like, if I leave the charger or the phone like under a sheet or covered by something, is it gonna catch fire? Or again, so it has happened, huh? Oh my god. Wait, it didn't catch fire though, did it, Moya? You just smelled burning nylon or whatever, the plastic like cloth thing. No, it didn't. Okay, that's good. Never covered the charger block. Yeah, or like if you charge, sometimes when you're charging your phone, it gets really hot. I always think, like, if I cover it accidentally, is it gonna catch fire? It smelled like nothing. Huh. Saw it and I was like, nope. Right. Ah. Scary. Very scary. Did you have to buy a new one? I imagine you would, right? Otherwise, I feel like if I was using something that like short-circuited or melted a bit, it'd be a fire hazard, right? I'm borrowing one. The same way that I borrow USB charging cables from other devices I have around the house. Like my phone charging cable was, I think I borrowed it from it was like a spare cable for, I think, a laptop or something. Need a new charger for your laptop too. Yeah, we went and got a new battery for Mrs. Chief's MacBook, I think they're called, and they're expensive, dude. I didn't think they'd be that expensive. It's like $500 to get it replaced at the Apple Store. Smooth this out. Pardon me. Ooh. Oh. Now I'm hiccuping. What have you done, Moya? Choo-choo woman, yes. Now I am more the fat controller. Uncle is gonna give one to me. Right. Double USB plug-in block. So you can charge your watch. Ah. Can you get like a... Is it those Apple Watch things? Huawei. Ah. Hang on. Huawei watch. Oh, they actually look pretty cool. It looks like a what do they call it? A Casio watch? And then they have like the square, like microphone looking things. Ah. GT6 Pro. Oh my god, it's $500. Gonna play Red Dead Redemption again? I'm not sure. Like, I did... Like, I enjoyed playing it, but it's just like, there was like almost zero viewership, so it ended up being like a bit... Mr. Cowboy hat. Yeah, like, I was enjoying playing it, but... Like, the idea behind it was to get some... branch out, get some extra viewership, but it just sort of didn't amount to anything. Even with the cowboy hat, it just sort of like, I think I got a few followers, but no recurring viewers that were like new. I think I'm the only person still running around with a Fitbit. What is that? They also have the thing where it's like you could strap, I think it was your phone or something, to your arm, and then go jogging, running with that. I remember seeing that a lot before the little watch things came out. It's an old watch though. It's been in my family for probably more than 6 years. They discontinued it. Ah. So it's a collector's item, huh? 10 years down the line, it'll sell for $1 million. $1 billion. Being in a niche is both a blessing and a curse. Yeah, I think it's like you have to get a brand recognition from yourself that's out there. And it does depend on what game you play, because like City Skylines is very much like people only tune in for the City Skylines thing. Like if you start playing a different game, then you'll lose like easily 80% of the people who usually watch. So I think you have to like build up a brand outside of City Skylines or whatever game that you're in somehow. And I think the answer to that is YouTube Shorts. You just post a bunch of stuff on there and get your name out there, so that when you are live, even if it's on a different game, they're like, oh, I know that guy. Super duper pylon. I think that might be a bit overkill up there, right? Had a 10-year-old iPhone last year. Don't really care what game, I'm only there to chat. Yeah, there's a few that are like that, Moya, like yourself. Which is very... Like, it's a good feeling when you play a different game and then you see people you recognize in chat. But it's also like the number just like dips. He made partner last year and has 3k followers now, all because he had one good game. Yeah, there's definitely like there's an art to it. It definitely is like a field, I guess you could say, a profession. Because there's a lot of... It is a lot of luck, but there's also a lot of like being able to recognize trends in terms of what game or whatever might become popular, and you want to try and get into that niche before it takes off. Just heard cat footsteps. Have they come back? Have they returned to reclaim the nice comfy spot on the couch or bed? Stop applying any kind of logic to content creation. Yeah, you're at the mercy of the algorithm. And whatever it's concocted for that week or that day. So I've got like that oil path, so I'll probably do that here too, right? It's the ginger one. He's laying on the ground. Just keeping his distance so he doesn't get disturbed if you shuffle around or move even a millimeter. I think we could fill in some more like gaps and stuff with more industrial buildings, things like that. I'm trying to think of like, if we build, I want to turn this forest area into an actual forestry harvesting thing. But just trying to think, where would we actually place the HQ, and where would we place set up the road to access that area back there? We branch it off of this road, or maybe we like bring it around and then park it up here somewhere. it definitely is a lot of luck, trash can. It's I remember trying like YouTube shorts and stuff like that, and there's only one that ever got like above the 5k threshold for the shorts, because apparently if it's the first 5k is YouTube itself like testing to see whether your video gets enough attention and retention, like if enough people watch the whole thing, and if it falls short of that test, then YouTube basically purges it. Like is it what's his name? Woody's nightmare from Toy Story 1, I think. With Andy saying, "I don't want to play with you anymore." Kind of like that. Cast into the ether. So it gets very cutthroat out there. Over there. Straight line. So we can like bring this over, and then maybe even have... we won't have another like intersection so close to this one here. We'll give our truck drivers some respite. What's the elevation like behind? It's a bit hard to see with all the trees. It looks like there's a valley here, a valley there, and then a valley sort of here. So where does it get kind of like reasonably flat? I don't think it does anyway. It's very bright. Burning a hole in my retinas. I think actually we create a new road. And we link Frostwood Street to it, so this actually wraps up. That'd be a really roundabout way of getting to this. Okay, I think we'll end up with two options. So that we'll have this main road that's gonna, the idea is this main road will connect to the airport and then extend over to Demir City over here. but we'll have it branch. We'll have a connector road that just sort of branches off. If this main road goes up that way, then we'll have a branch that comes up, and then we'll have the forestry at the top there. I think that will be the trick. Drinking Fanta. Thought I'd treat myself today. Now it's like extra sticky or something. The humidity's wreaking havoc. Now I did have the idea of turning this area here into a car park of sorts, so which one is the most feasible for this area? Definitely not this one. Need something a bit smaller. Maybe a wee modest parking lot. Very polite. There, get it all aligned. And we get the little road. This dirt road, the idea is it'll sort of blend into the stuff with the rest of Tent City. A bit easier to hide. Because my original intention is just for the laneway to end in like this car park. Why is it always lagging? Elevation's not messing with everything else too much. It looks like it's okay for now. This is where we start adding the grime. Boom. Boom. Nice and filthy. Wonderful. Just a few burnouts have been done, a few doughies in the car park. at 1 a.m. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, the easiest way to fill in gaps is to just put as many trees as you can into it, and it looks okay as long as it makes sense in that context. And I think this does. Just trying to get the fan to blow directly on me. 1 second. Let me adjust this fan. I think we're good now. There we are. Much more comfortable. Max setting on the fan, blowing directly on me. Feels like heaven. What the hell? Okay. Now we're going to place every single one of these stones. Adrian, hello. Has your weekend been, huh? Any more late night kebabs? the midnight kebabs. Can't even remember what I ate. Good night then. Good night. Just a few. I actually went out last night and had Michelin star ramen, if you can believe that. Mate, it was delicious. Yes, very fancy soup. It even had a Wagyu beef ramen, if you believe that. Extremely expensive, but I mean, it was alright. Never had proper ramen. Find food like that a bit too slurpy, though, to be honest. Yeah, it's definitely like the portions aren't big, and it's all very soupy, slurpy. But this one, like I think it's because it was the fancy one. It was more like rather than feeling full or anything, it's just like the flavor, and the flavor was pretty good. I must say, it was pretty good. It was expensive though, but really nice. No, nothing beats a fish and chips though from the corner shop. No jellied eels though. Apparently that's a thing in the UK. Don't know how true that is. But I found out apparently having something that we call a burger with the lot isn't a common thing outside of Australia. They do that in pie and mash shops, but it's a disappearing tradition now. Yeah, I guess it doesn't sound like the most appetizing thing. Like getting jellied eels for dinner. Mmm. Maybe back in the day it was gourmet. Fancy. But yeah, like the burger with the lot that you can get from like the chicken shop in Australia is the extra ingredients apart from like a burger patty, tomatoes, lettuce, and onions is like you can get beetroot and pineapple and bacon as well added in. It's pretty good. The people always go, ooh, beetroot, but truth be told, it's pretty good. It's a side option to the pie and mash. Anyone that orders just jellied eels must be some sort of savage. An animal. Or a mad lad. I can just imagine, I'm just in my head, I'm imagining just like some dude chowing down on just like a massive plate of jellied eels and everybody's watching on in horror. What is this man doing? Fish and chip shops are slowly disappearing too. Yeah, here's the same thing. Because they're all family businesses and they're all getting ready to, all the shop owners are getting ready to retire. See, it seems that the next generational thing in Australia at least is cafes. So instead of coffee, or instead of a chicken shop or a fish and chip shop on the corner, it's a cafe. But I wonder what's going to replace them in like 30, 40 years time when they start retiring. A vape shop. Would you like your jellied eel flavored vape, sir? Why, certainly, good fellow. The absolute savage. where you can also get your phone fixed. Well, the new flavor of the month now for like the vape shops and stuff is tobacco stores. 'Cause they're popping up on every corner now in Sydney, and it's all selling the what, like foreign cigarettes and stuff, the contraband cigarettes. Because we've got pretty strict regulations on like the packaging and stuff for them. They're all getting nabbed by the cops for selling black market. I get grey market. I don't know what it is. Cigarettes. The money laundering is off the chart. Empty restaurants and barbers. Yeah. We get that too. There's actually a lot of laundromats have opened up recently to like within the last maybe 6 months. It's I wonder if they're actually money laundering, because the way they're popping up is where people, like 90% of people definitely have a washing machine. And it's always like pretty dead. Like I might see one or two of the washing machines actually being used. So I wonder. Makes you wonder. Same for the barber shops. There's always like there's one dude in there all the time, but I would not trust him to be able to cut hair. Just the owner sat in there playing on his phone, checked their online tax details, and they apparently made 110k last year. Huh. Do you reckon they only sell via Uber Eats? Because there are those like online kitchens where they don't actually take any sit-in customers, but they have a lot of online orders. Don't do delivery, and the restaurant is always empty. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right, Dream. They don't happen. The owners don't happen to be driving a G-Wagon with painted black with black tinted windows. Delivering more than just food. Their first submission had a few grand, and a month later they amended it to 110. I reckon there's probably like just a massive list that they have to go through, and that is on the list as like maybe you should take a look, but it's like place 10,000 out of like however many might be on that list, and there's just one poor sod going through each one by one. Which I feel like is probably more likely. But you think if it's that obvious, surely it would have been like they would have been flagged. And maybe that's like already part of the business model. Like they get flagged and then immediately shut down. The owners disappear and a new company takes its place. Sounds about right, yeah. That's an issue with construction companies here. Not so much anymore, because they're sort of cracked down on it, but still pretty easy to get away with. Where you'd literally create a company, and the real common one was to just name the company the address where the house or whatever was being built. And that company would only exist while that house was being built. And in the moment they like handed over the keys or whatever, company shuts down. Like declares bankruptcy and shuts down. But what you're describing sounds a lot like money laundering. Because there's quite a few barbershops around too that are like, it's just like the same group of like maybe 5 people in there who are there every day with 0 customers. So it's like, and they've been there for maybe a year now. And it's like they've got all this staff out there, no customers, and it's mostly cash only business. Something must be going on. Yeah, that would be a good trick. Yeah, because it's not a serious enough crime, I guess, to get like extradited, I think is the word for doing that kind of crime. Hey, Amy. Hello. I'm good. We've connected the pipe here, the slurry pipe from the chemical plants to the paper factory, and we're just detailing this water pump storage pond thing now, making it look okay, I think is the goal. But we were talking about before the number of laundromats and barbershops and restaurants, empty restaurants that have been opening up around recently, and wondering whether or not they're all the whole money laundering thing is back. So I do know an example of a restaurant that became like they used to be open to customers, but then they shut that. They're still there, but they only do online orders and pickup only. And that seems to have worked out for their business model, which is just fried chicken. But what we were talking about was like the restaurants that have just the owner sitting in there. No chefs cooking, no people waiting to eat. But somehow they've been there for ages. No, I feel like it's a fairly common story, but I actually remember going into a place once. It was a pizza shop, and there was no customers, and I went in and asked for a takeaway pizza, and they were like, "Huh? You want pizza?" Yes, it's a pizza shop, isn't it? Oh, sorry, we're closed. I don't think they were selling pizza. We're basically going to have this rock retaining wall all around it. And then we'll keep adding bits and pieces to the water treatment plant as well. Had a fried chicken place open here a few years back. Walked in at 9:30 and the girl looked confused and told me they didn't have any chicken. Right. Oh my god. Chicken? What are you looking here for chicken? Huh? But the sign says KFC. Probably their first customer ever, Dream. Hey, Peanut, hello. Happy Saturday. First day of the weekend. Do we want to put these little water treatment pond things in? Maybe not directly attached to it. So, what we'll do instead, actually set them up like this. Just as like something else to add on. We could just use one. Maybe one's enough. Yeah, there we are. Oh! It's floating. Go. But yeah, the one thing that I've found very strange now is that there are a lot of laundromats opening. Like, I think I've noticed 3 all within close proximity of each other, and only one of them is actually located in an area with a lot of like apartments, so that it would make sense to have them there. Because there'd be like, say you've got like a lot of washing that needs drying, and you've only got a balcony to dry it on. You could take it to the laundromat, but like there's a few that are like just in suburbia where there's plenty of backyards to dry clothes, and then it shows because only one of the washing machines in the laundromat are being used. I like walked in and looked around, and there was just one that was actually being used. It's all like coin slot things, and like the cash only stuff, and it's like, I'm not too sure about this. I like the idea of owning one of them, having a business where you hardly have to talk to customers. Like, yeah, I feel like it would be like owning one legitimately would be interesting. But I feel like you just, if you wanted to do it even easier, you just have like a bunch of vending machines that you own. Because all you have to do is like stock them up and replace the stock if they expire. Like the vending machine is like the most non-customer facing industry, I think. Open shop, close shop, deal with repairs and cleaning only. Yeah, like a vending machine, you don't even have to open or close. They just have to be plugged into the wall. Even better. Water dispensers in offices must be good business. Oh yeah, you just bring up the giant jug of water and plug it in. But then I feel like you might get, because it is an office, you might get that one person who's just like decides to have a chat with you for no reason apart from so that they don't have to do any work. And they just ask you really stupid questions like, is that water in there or is it something else? Next time, can you fill it with wine? I'm sure you get a lot of those jokes if you're replacing water dispensers in offices. Yeah. Not like this, no. This was supposed to be an easy job. Workplace safety. Drainage thing. Had a water meter fitted and my small talk probably pissed the guy off. That was yesterday. Probably asking like the same questions that he's answered 1,000 times before. But I feel like if it's something that's being fixed or installed, like they should expect to have questions asked, and I guess maybe they get to feel a bit happy with themselves for answering the questions, because then they feel like they're make themselves sound like an expert. if they care about their job. Yeah, but I reckon if you're running a laundromat, you'd have. I feel like you probably have to do quite a lot of maintenance on your stuff. Because I reckon on the off chance that it isn't actually a money laundering business, you'd have a lot of people come in and just like, I don't know, throw their cooking into the washing machine or something ridiculous like that. Like that they find a way to utterly destroy the machine. Like, I've got a bucket of hammers and nails that need to be cleaned because they're covered in oil. I know, I'll wash it in the washing machine. I'll clean all of them all at once for me. Next minute. Hey, Luca. Hello, hello. I'm good. I'm good. We're still classic chief. We're still on the one project here, but we're now decorating the hillside and detailing this water pumping station. I did see a video of someone trying to get their rug into one of those machines to clean. Yeah, or it's like if they've got a washing machine at home, they'd only take the most like absolutely disgusting, like covered in crap sort of thing to the laundromat to get clean. So I would not want to be the one who has to like stick my hand in to clean whatever crap is in there. Looks very cool and detailed, like always. Yes. I mean, we've got a reputation to uphold, Luca. Make everything perfect. It's turned out alright. The road markings and stuff has, I think, really helped sell it. Like all of these markings that are on the building, I've added in myself. Looks pretty good. Up here, we've even added in these sand lumps. Not sure what the word is. And some timber storage. This whole lumber loading and offloading area. And the color-coded pipes. Quite proud of these. Because they're compliant with Australian standards for color coding pipes. So we've created a masterpiece. I do need to try and figure out how to decorate this area, this river front. We've got quite a lot of bridges all in a concentrated area. How many is there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 bridges that cross this creek. That's a lot. probably be a few more as well once we start building like pedestrian pathways to interconnect everything. Oh my god. Go. Here we are. Ooh. Ooh. There's a little missing link there, but I think we'll be okay if we ignore it. I think we'll be fine, right? Right, we'll put some trees down. Haven't had my evening coffee and I'm starting to yawn, which is annoying. I didn't think I was that addicted to caffeine, but I think I might be. Because I even get that thing where, like, if you, well, for me at least, if I wake up in the morning and it's late enough, where I haven't had my morning coffee yet, I actually get a headache. Which is not good at all. I think that means it's a sign of addiction, right? Got any more of that caffeine, huh? It's a slippery slope. Put these up down. Boom. Boom. Oh. Okay. And a few more bits and pieces. We'll have water leaking out of the vat, or whatever this thing's scientific name is. I think it's called a sewer farm, isn't it? We need more shit leaking out of these holding vats. Some down here. Some over here. I think we can even put, yeah, we can. We could put, oh, only some. Alright, never mind. We can only put some decals on top of these white concrete pads. go. Helps break up the blue a little bit, so it's not just a big flat color. Now, what do we actually need for this structure? Processes sewage and purifies it of pollutants. The treated water is then pumped back into the water network. The removed pollutants become garbage to be collected. So where's the garbage collection point then? So there's the invisible vehicle path. So maybe we can turn this area here into something. Way up there. I think we need something to divide this car parking area from whatever this is going to be. I think I'm just going to turn it, like, make it look like it's storing garbage, something like that. Garbage day. If we do that, would that work? I think the main issue is the spacing gets all whack. Never mind, we won't use that. I think we just use... right, these. Boom, 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 boom. Chicken loving. Boom, boom. Wait, what is spinning? I think I have a feeling Move It updated. Because that's twice now where I've opened up Move It and it's had the last thing I selected still be selected. Unless I've gotten even lazier than before, which is a valid theory. But I didn't think... I thought once you close Move It, it sort of forgets your selection. But I may be wrong. I have been wrong before. Believe it or not. I know it sounds almost unheard of. And then from here, oot, oop, and good. all seems to be in order. And there's our hatched area indicating please do not park here. Now, what looks like a big garbage collector? Ooh, my god. It was a big yawn. Garbage. Garbage day. If we do these skid dumpster things, yeah. Paint that. And we'll have two red ones. Why not? Pretty good. Then we can fill it with trash. Just need some more decals. This is what we need. Cracks and damage. In an area with lots of concrete and lots of water, that's sort of bound to have cracks occur over time. As the concrete absorbs the water, it swells, and then when the sun's hitting the concrete on a nice sunny day, it all evaporates, and then the concrete condenses, and then you have heavy trucks traveling over the concrete. When it's swelled up and shrunk down, it's just gonna get pulverized into dust very soon. So we'll make sure this area is just the right amount of shitty. A few really crappy patchwork. Good enough for me. And then we can fill these props with some other industrial trash. Does that work, or is that too big? I think we can make this work, actually. Just just need a little bit of faith. Trust in me. Just gotta obscure the edges. Hey, cheerio, hello. What's up, what's up, what's up? BitConnect. That's a bit of an old meme, but it checks out. Hope everyone's good. Yeah, I've been good. Been... Okay, this isn't working. Once we shrink it down, maybe that'll work. I have to do this instead. Yeah, hope you've been well. Yeah, we've been slowly but surely expanding and detailing this border crossing area. We've mostly focused on sort of everything north of the line I'm drawing. Like this wood chipper thing down here. Got like all the lanes and everything set up, and then we've got this slightly higher up area where we're creating, like mixing all the wood chips and the chemicals together to create the slurry, which is getting pumped via these black pipes up into the main paper factory. Hey, Polytruck, first. Nice try, nice try. And now we've been detailing the hillside here, putting trees and stuff in place, and now this water pumping area. Slowly making it look more and more like the real deal. Oh, I mean, Polytruck, first, your first and the check-ins are probably almost neck and neck, I think, right? Weird roundabouts. Yeah. This road is a bit odd because this is according to right-hand drive, where everything's backwards, everything's the wrong way around. So we have this road interfacing with the roundabout on the wrong side, which is definitely creating some confusion. I think it would be better if we, like, maybe at this point here made it switch back to the correct way. We can figure that out later, I think. Yeah, pardon me again. All of our roads are a bit wonky at the moment. Yeah, I think maybe where the text there says Belmont Highway is where we can add in the crossover. Like the same way that we've got this crossover here. So that right-hand traffic becomes left-hand traffic. And left-hand traffic becomes right-hand traffic. But I might need to experiment a bit. just to figure out the road alignments and what will be the most efficient. Because for the first time ever, we're actually planning ahead a little bit and thinking about where the road should go and which path is the most efficient. Path of least resistance, as they say. Or the old desire paths you hear get talked about every now and then. Best way is to turn it all into rain. In the perfect world, the entire everybody on Earth will drive on the left. Forget those imperial mistakes. Yeah, the countries that drive on the left are a bit... They're either remnants of the British Empire, or I think Japan is on the left, and Thailand, I think, is on the left. I don't know very many others that share our honour of driving on the left-hand side of the road. I need... Yeah, high contrast. We've got grey here. Grey there. Dava. Oh, we gotta put shock on. There we go. Oh, and Mr. Trash King. Oh my god. Very nice. Now, my name's in here, isn't it? There it is. Chief! Oh my god! Can't forget the number one. The best around. And we need to have the Kool-Aid Man bursting onto the scene. And then a bit of like the generic graffiti. So we have like all these really nice high effort bits of art and the tags, and then we'll have all of the degens come in and just tag over the top with their crappy scribbles. go. So all the poop water will flow out and into our nice clean river and flow onto our next door neighbors. As it should be. Those damn... What is this connection called? There's Otterians. There's Holiday Shoreians. Our eternal rivals. Hey, Gray. Hello. How's it going, man? Was wondering if I'd be on. Yes. Hey, Kayla. Hello, hello. Yeah, good morning. Oh, that's a nice emote. Grey Noise Stash. Ooh. Dressed up fancy. Yeah, I've been good, Grey. I've been pretty good. Life's been very hectic the last couple of weeks. We've finally bought an apartment. My God. So we've been scrambling around with all of that. There's a lot of paperwork and documents to sign for all of that stuff. And then literally like within the day that I signed the mortgage with the bank, the mortgage loan and everything, I got an email from work that I was like, my department was on the chopping block for being made redundant. So that made me shit bricks for a couple of days, but but we're all good. Yeah, I've made it through, so that was good. But yeah, the timing was like that could not be timed any worse. It was literally sign it on Friday, Monday, first day back at the office, get an email like, due to extenuating economic circumstances, we are now looking at making part of your team redundant. Which, yeah, that wasn't a good feeling. Yeah, we signed everything on the Friday before, so like I was glad that we managed to lock it in, but we came out through on the other side. Like we made it through the redundancy thing, so we're okay. Oh man, but that was a bit crazy. All right, Gray, we're gonna add you to the sewer outlet. We've got you here, but we'll add a few more. There we go. We'll make it. Somebody has gone overboard. Not me. There we go. Hang on, I need to open. Where's auto mod? Allow. There we go. yeah, almost freaked Peanut, but we managed to hold it together. Through the back, I can handle my measly loan. Yeah, is there's so much like stuff that they have to evaluate. But yeah, there's like all the interest rate changes and stuff that are happening soon was like impacting how much they're willing to loan and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, the auto mod's a bit strange. it is a very glorious shit pipe. With the Kool-Aid Man bursting onto the scene. And we'll add some of the, what do you call it, surfaces. Yes, we bought a apartment because we've been renting for the past couple of years and very much sick and tired of that whole drama. But yeah, we're pretty excited because now we're able to actually like pick the decorations we want. So we've been out shopping for paints to pick the color scheme for the place. And I'm looking at barbecues. Oh, I can't wait. Barbecues and outdoor furniture. All of the interior decorating can be subject to the expert opinion of Mrs. Chief, but the balcony and the barbecue will be my domain. Just before the pandemic, moved to a smaller town. Worth it. Yeah, like we're still in the city. I think Australia is a bit. If you're not in the major city, then you're sort of like it's forgotten about. I guess there's not much infrastructure outside of the major cities. So if you want like, there are like satellite towns and stuff, but they're all far from everything. Chief's room, no girls allowed. I put a big sign on the door. Boys only. And I'll get the live sign and have it light up when I'm streaming, so do not disturb. But yeah, I'm excited to set up like a barbecue and outdoor little seating area and grow a few herbs and spices on the balcony. So it'll be nice. And we got a really it's actually a very big living room area, which is good. So it's going to be very comfortable, I think. Yeah. We've just squeezed into the market before it got too expensive. because we're still close to family and stuff, which will be good. It'll be handy. Yeah, thank you. There's a lot of saving and a lot of stress to get to this point, but now that settlement's coming up soon, all the ducks are in order and everything's looking hunky dory, as they say. Apart from the random curveball that gets thrown in every now and then. But we've made it through all of that, so ain't nothing gonna break my style. Ain't nothing gonna slow me down. Uh-oh. We've got to keep on moving. This ain't nothing gonna break my stride, I think is what he says. Hey, Space Pants. Hope you've been well. Happy Saturday. I should get some rest. Glad I'm immortalized on the shit pipe. You've still got your statue all the way up there on the top of the mountain, Grey. So don't you worry. I forgot I wrote that down. It is the same city, yeah. The Grey Inays statue. We've just been working on something hidden away in the corner over here. The save still loads, it still works. I mean, we can't unpause at the moment, otherwise the game immediately crashes, but yeah, to answer your question, Space Pants, we have not unpaused yet. We're now about probably 40 to 50 hours deep without unpausing. So I have to share the save file with Sully's Discord and see if they can figure out what's causing it. We have a suspicion, Peanut, that it's the pathfinding, because we got the traffic mod and the that intersection mod, the traffic lights enhancement and the traffic mod. Because apparently, the typical cause for like immediate crashes when you unpause the game is usually pathfinding. But I'm not an expert, so I'll probably have to submit it to... I mean, I could give you a demonstration if you want, if you're willing to wait 10 minutes for the game to load back in. But I deleted every vehicle off of the map to see if that would help it, but it hasn't worked. Because it doesn't like show the that blue screen thing before it crashes or anything like that. It just immediately closes to desktop. So I'm not even sure if it creates a crash log. It happens so quickly. Probably does. I just am looking in the wrong spot. Giant clumps of pedestrians and you... no. Because there's literally not a single car on the map anymore. Because I have the the dev menu. What is it? Simulation, and then remove residents and vehicles. I did that. And clean up obsolete entities. And yeah, there's everybody has been magically teleported home. Apart from the dogs. So when you remove all residents and vehicles, all that's left behind are the dogs. And the cries of all the ghosts. Our town now has a population of 83,000 dogs. They're wolves now, beware. Ferocious doggo. Oh no, Chili! Poor Chili. Yeah, there's no cars anywhere. Oh. Is this what's causing it? We'll do a quick test. Just rebuild that. That is a huge pain in the ass, yes. We'll see if that was the problem. Have more patience with it than I would. Yes, I think I have grown very attached to this save file, so I don't want to like give up on it too soon. Because it is... What, when did we start building it? Literally the 1st of January 2025 is when we started this map, this save. So I don't want to give up on it just yet. I'm pausing it out of habit. Yeah, I have my thumb on the space bar, which is probably asking for trouble. Because there's always that habit of like you build something and then you want the simulation to play so you can see what's happening. But I have to constantly like hold my thumb. It's a great build, yeah. It's survived a lot. We've had a few setbacks with all of the planters that I've made, like these boxes. The French rubble walls, like 75% of them got deleted. Hey, Pork Chop. Thank you. Infrastructure is amazing.
Evil_Doctor_Porkchop just subscribed for 8 months. Hey, I just remembered I saw the stream notif several hours ago at work.
No worries. Cheers, Porkchop. Thank you so much for the resub. I'm honoured to be providing entertainment while you're working. So thank you. Taught you a lot. Oh, that's very kind, Gray. Thank you for saying that. It is... I never thought I'd make it this far with this save. It's all of the Australian road planning put to... I was going to say put to paper, but put on the screen. Although this, what we're making here, is straight out of my mind. It's all, I doubt this would be built like this in real life, on the side of a hill. But we've even planned the conduits, the pipes and conveyor belts to connect everything together. we're making it like Factorio. We've got pipes and conveyor belts all connecting to different buildings, and they're supposed to. They do have a function. Like we have color coded them according to the Australian standards, so it's compliant. If this was inspected by a town planner or certifier, I think they might say this is actually a good idea. So from this insanity, we are actually making something. Need to find a rhythm with the industry in my current build. Hard for me to. Yeah, most of the industry that I've been building is all like lumber based, because I think the first industry we ever made was like the forestry stuff. So I've tried to make everything kind of tangentially related to lumber. Because this is ground earth, but we've renamed it the woody chippy breaky thingy, because the idea is they take the logs here, and whatever gets delivered by the train gets dumped into here and gets like mulched into wood chips or dust, and then gets transported up into this building where it's mixed with water and chemicals to create like a slurry. Although this only creates minerals, crude oil to make chemicals. And then we have that slurry that we call it getting piped out in the black pipe up into the paper mill with the water and the paper slurry thing getting pressed into paper sheets or cardboard or whatever is needed. The local zoning code for industry as a guide with all the setbacks and prerequisites. Porkchop, are you going to take a page out of WA's book and make just a massive open cut mine that's going to occupy like 80% of the map? Just one giant pit. Like I think you could reserve like maybe that amount of land there, turn it into an open cut mine. Gina approves. Drop a nuke in there to create an artificial harbor as well, huh? A genius idea. There we go. Right, and now pedestrian link. So we got this train station that's going to serve all the local workers. And we just need to create this little path here. It goes along down these stairs and then up over. But for here, how do people, they walk out off the train, they go across here, and then they need to cross the road. So I guess maybe we put it there. Oh, but then we get maybe there then. So they just cross there, walk around, cross. I guess they can enter the water treatment plant and do their job over in here. I guess if they don't take that path, they can walk down there and then up in. Okay, so there's still easy access. This upper area though, there's no pedestrian link. It's literally cars only. because they can walk from the station over, up, and then through this little passage, and then where? Nowhere. Oh no. There we go, bring those back. Do we need to create a walking path to get up here? I think we do. So currently they can go up, through, and up, and then what? Walk alongside here, maybe? It's not very direct, but it might be the cheapest option we have. Not the best, but the cheapest. Gina Meinhardt skit on Open Slather with Magda Shabansky. Gina Meinhardt, huh? Oh my god. I haven't seen... She's not on TV anymore, is she, Magda? I think she lost a lot of weight, didn't she? Or am I thinking of... What's her name? Wilson? Rebel Wilson, I think is her name. Magda Shabansky. She's lost a bit of weight. Oh, what? Is she on? Oh my god. Okay. I haven't heard any news about Magda for a long time. Oh, she's not well. Oh, damn. Hang on. Oh, she's in remission. All these headlines. Far out, dude. Let's see. Alright, hang on. Can we do a bit of React content? I think we can. It's not exactly city skylines, but it's related to city planning, I guess, in a way. Right, here we go. Turn it up a little bit.
Good evening. My name is Gina Meinhardt. My dear subjects, tonight I would like to explain to you the importance of mining for Australia's future. This is my understanding of how mining works. What's mine is mine. What's yours is also mine. What's in the mine is mine, and what's not in the mine is also mine.
Oh, is she petting a rock? I thought that was a cat. I didn't realize until then.
That's my understanding of mining. I would say thank you before signing off, but that implies I owe you something. Good night.
Wow, they got she got the cadence and the voice perfect. Just like that, like deadpan, non-emotional talk, whatever that is. Oh my god! I didn't realize she was petting a rock though. I thought that was a cat. Oh, that took me so long to realize. Oh my god. Oh my god. Pork chop, I don't know if I should thank you or ban you for making me see this. Australian iron ore. The purest, the best ore in all of Australia. And you know what? It's all hers. It's all Gina's. Oh my god. She's in remission. Oh, really? Yeah, because the headlines all showed like a couple of months ago, it was like all doom and gloom, and then I scrolled down a little bit, and then there was like from a week ago that she's feeling much better and is in remission. So I guess just shows how wild the human body is. Can be like on the verge of death one minute and then fine the next, which is a bit crazy. Australian iron ore. Wasn't there a ScoMo promotion thing for coal or something like that? In the same vein. Haha, coal vein. Walkway would go up here, and then I guess cross maybe here. Can we make a pathway? These are highway roads, and I wouldn't want to be crossing a highway. I think that's asking for major trouble. Although we do have that right here, so... I guess if we were to make a pedestrian crossing, yeah, here, we could probably have it pass over this stretch of highway, and then maybe stay raised over and then stairs down. We are exploring options here. Where's the props? See how easy it is for us to get lost in the details. So I say us as if it's not my fault for thinking of this and getting worried about it. Now, I don't think that the stairs should be level with the highway. I think they should pass over the top. Just don't want it to become this like huge and complicated thing. I say as we're building this stairway up a hillside. Okay, if we use control. In dry climates, mulch is a major part of landscape. Yeah. That is what most of, like, all the land clearing and stuff, that is the primary byproduct of all the trees they cut down. They just get turned into mulch. Okay, so those are almost immediately buried under. What Australian uni isn't complete without excessive mulch? Did I hear you need to do basic lawn maintenance? Mulch it. Did I hear you need to water your plants? Use mulch instead, mate. It's got what plants crave. Yeah, this is where it gets a bit hairy. We don't have the overpass. Don't have Peanuts overpass assets yet, so we've got just the basic stuff. Half 5 meters. What's that selecting? A decal that's a kilometer away. Right, that is not enough clearance for a truck, is it? Yeah. I'll just pretend that that didn't happen. Move it is doing something. Yeah, no worries, Gray. Thank you for stopping by. Enjoy your rest. Hope you feel well rested tomorrow. Enjoy the weekend, man. Yeah, catch you later. Have a good one. Yeah, I think that move it thing should be fine. We can still save, right? We'll just double save. Oh, I think I know why it's bugging out. Yeah, the something's a bit funky. Because it's always like trying to form a connection with the nearest like side of a road. Wait, is there? There's not walkways built into this, is there? No. Why did that disappear? Ah, shit. Okay, can I get a narrower walkway? Nope. 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 That one looks more architecturally in line with what the pathway we've chosen. Nope. Nope. Cable stay, pedestrian drawbridge, pedestrian bascule. Maybe I pick a wider foot stair bridge thingy. This one. With a landing. Yes, much better. The right height. Same height. Get out. Plug this one in. Now we're gonna look very closely to try and get the alignment right. There we are. There we are. Is that enough clearance for ye old truck? You know what we can do? The next best thing is we actually get the box trailer prop, and like a kid, we go meow, meow. Look how fast it goes. Meow. Yeah, there's a gap there. Meow, 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 meow. Hey, Magnaria. What have you tuned into? Alright, there we go. We're sitting up straight. Meow, 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 meow. Meow. See, that fits on the bus even. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom. What about... not the delivery van, but the... where's the truck Building itself. Semi-truck. Here we go. Meow. Yeah, that fits. Squinting to see if two objects are aligned and getting blasted with Z fighting textures. That's how you know you've done a very good job. And then all you have to do is control page up or page down just once. And it's basically perfect. The more there's Z fighting, the better. And not just on Dragon Ball. Dragon, rock the dragon. So I'm thinking this bridge then cuts across and then dips down and like makes up with this concrete wall. Somehow, some way. Look how tall this is, it's really high. I feel like that's overkill. Because then it has to drop down huge as well. Unless we just like made it ramp down, like follow through here and then just connects. That could work. Yeah, because like realistically, that is huge. That height is crazy. Oh me. I think it'd be more realistic if we brought it down here. Sorry, tree. Okay. Just go down. So it's not really a ramp, it's more like stairs. Ugh. I think we're kind of cursed with it looking like a bit funky no matter what we do. See if I can overlap the stairs in this area too. Come home, had to go help with my parents' Facebook Marketplace acquisition. Great big whopping elliptical machine from some posh people's front lawn. Wait, they haven't brought in a Peloton or something, have they? I mean, your parents do have the right idea of like trawling through the Richie Rich suburb when there's council cleanup, because that is, I think, the most economical way out of any way to get like cheap furniture. Thing is entirely larger than that. What the hell have your parents got? And then guaranteed they'll use it for a week and then it's just gonna sit there for like maybe 3-4 years before they finally decide, you know what, we're never gonna use this. Time to put it in the garage or something. And you know whose job it's gonna be to move it down to the garage? That's right. It's you, Porkchop. You've been conscripted into that now. Whether you like it or not. Am I speaking from experience? No. Not at all. Garage is full of my dad's project cars. Okay. So there is definitely experience in that field then. Sunbeam, Alpine, and another one I forgot the name of. Ooh, Sunbeam, Alpine. Sunbeam. Oh, it looks nice. It's a nice little car. Suspect my dad also has ADHD, to be honest. So many projects lying around. Yeah. All those little side projects that have been like very earnestly started and then they just fade into the background until or because something else has taken its place, has become more interesting. Until that too fades away and then gets replaced. So this giant elliptical is the newest thing. Porkchop. You're gonna have to make sure that they use it. You're gonna have to keep reminding them. Otherwise, I'm sure they'll forget. Next, you'll be asked to bring in like a whole weightlifting system or something into the garage. All like 300 kilos worth of stuff. I knew a guy who bought like the whole like kit. There's all the wire cable stuff for like doing the bench press and all that sort of stuff, and it's never been used. spent a couple grand and then basically never touched it. currently in the alley down the side of the house because I refuse to move it any further tonight. Yeah, that sounds like a 2-day job. The whole weekend. You got to look forward to that tomorrow, Pork Chop. The things we do for family, huh? No rest for the weekend. Exactly. There we go. Alright. Oh, it is nearly 12:30, so we'll get ready to wrap up. Who should we raid? Looks like Trash Can's streaming. Being my younger sister's chauffeur for several years. The passenger princess, as they say, Pork Chop. Lots of fun driving people around. And then you insist that they get their license, but that never seems to happen. Maybe that's one of the reasons that I moved out. No more chauffeuring. But yeah, we should raid somebody. And we'll raid Mr. Trashcan because he was in the stream earlier, giving his support. So we'll return the favor, huh? Yeah, so a big thank you to everybody for tuning in. She got her license, didn't stop the chauffeur. Oh my god. Oh my god. The moment the license is got, that's it. The moment she asked me, like, did you have a license? You know how to drive a car. Can't drive mine though. She went out on the weekend with friends to see. So too tired to drive then. Let's set up a raid. So, or too drunk. Okay. Well then, good thing that you drove her. Never worth risking that. I've done that a few times where you like you get home, like you drive somewhere and then you get drunk and then you take like a cab home and then you have to like figure out the next day how to go get your car and drive it back or pick it up from wherever it is, a mate's house. I've done that a few times for New Year's parties, like get drunk, come get back home, and then the next like the day after I have to be like, all right, I'll catch the bus over and pick up the car and drive it back home. Oh. The most annoying adventure. Hey Miles, you've managed to tune in just as I'm ending the stream, dude. But I've been well. I've been good. We've been trying to figure out the pedestrian link between the train station down here and the top of the hill. We've created this temporary fix. We might have to. I think we'll have to go with something else. I feel like. But we'll try it and see how it looks. No, that's alright. That's alright. Yeah, sorry I couldn't stream longer. But yeah, I do. It's 12:30 in the morning now, so I've got to go to bed. Because tomorrow is race day. Melbourne F1. We're going to be watching that on the big screen with some mates. We're gonna hedge our bets on who's gonna win. But we saw a bit of qualifying today, and it looks like Mercedes is. Well, Russell came first, I think, and it looks like Mercedes this year is Mercedes. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I was hoping McLaren would stay on top because Piastri's on there. It was pole. It was Russell. So, and it looks like I think that there's a new meme that's come from Toto. He was like looking at the camera, like, yeah, you know, Mercedes is number one. I think that's going to be the new meme for the year. Accumulated massive memories of Australian betting apps just physically damaged me. Yeah, that stuff's crazy. I don't do any kind of betting or anything like that. Like, we'll play a game with our mates on guessing who's going to win, but get on your crack. Yeah, what is it? Sports bet? Stupid trash. All that stuff. There's a guy yesterday, I was on the train home, and he was literally swapping between the Formula 1 qualifying and then his gambling app, and then making bets on the fly. It's like, what the hell is wrong with you, dude? Ugh. It's a crazy industry. The world is a casino. Yep. True. Very true, Bagnario. Can you short the world? I'm sure somebody would try. There we go. We're setting up the raid for Mr. Trashcan. Raid message. It only works for those who are subbed. I need to update the emotes. So it should work, Pork Chop, for you, but we'll see. But it is Trash Can stream, so we'll say choo choo. Yeah. Yeah. Cheers, guys. Thank you so much. Cheers, everybody, for tuning in. Yeah, I'll catch you all on the next one tomorrow. Yeah. Cheers. See yous. Love yous all. All right. Ciao.